All right, stage 2 of the Retro Cafe. Just coming now to have a look at another place called Dinah's Chicken. I've just filmed the outside of it. We'll go inside and have a look. Apparently this place has been going since the 1950s. This is not the original location. It moved some years ago, but now this is where they're based, just north of Culver City. So we'll go in and have a look and try and see what they've got to offer. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so they've got a fair few items on the menu by the looks of things. That's the logo there. So it is still in Culver City by the looks of it. You can have a look there. Obviously they got breakfast is a big thing here. Buttermilk pancakes, pigs in a blanket, chocolate chip pancake, Swedish pancakes, waffles, egg combination, bacon egg, gourmet oven baked pancakes, omelets, burgers, deli sandwiches, sandwich melts, and salads on the back. Okay, so I've just ordered, and I wanted to try to get some chicken, some pancakes, a bit like we did last time with the previous one. So they do have something like that. It's part of the egg combinations. It's the top menu. That's got like ham, bacon, sausage, and eggs. And they give you 2 eggs and 3 buttermilk pancakes served with the egg. So I've just got some scrambled eggs, pretty much similar. So let's see how this place goes. Having a look at the history of the place. It was established in 1959 in the city originally, and then they moved in 2024. So it's pretty recently that they've moved. So this would be on a brand new fit out, basically. So we'll give it a look and see how it goes. 2024, they moved to this location, and it looks like they've got so many choices on the menu. They might have to come back again and try something else. Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Thank you. Okay, so got a coffee. Usual, let's see how the filtered coffee goes. There's it all. Today we've got the coffee mate, not the half and half, but little coffee mates, the original. So I'll probably throw 2 of those in there. Ice water. We'll just wait and see how long it takes for the food to arrive. Should be pretty quick. Pretty big location. It's got high ceilings. It's part of a complex. There's a gym on the back here, Anytime Fitness, and a number of other restaurants. There's always a Starbucks. There's a Starbucks as well in the complex. Pizza place as well. So I think if you come down there, you've got many choices. And I did see next door they've got an ice cream place. So I may even indulge myself after trying these pancakes and just pig out on some ice cream. But that could be another day as well. So we'll just see, overdo it. Trying to get back into the gym and get some fitness going again. So let's try for that. Do delivery, Uber Eats, Grubhub, DoorDash, Postmates, never heard of that, Seamless, and Caviar. So there's a number of options to get your delivery going. It's a family run, and it looks like in the history, I think it's the same family. It's still run by the original founding family from the 50s. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. They've got normal beverages as well as mimosas. So they've got some alcoholic beverages by the looks of it. And they've got beers up on tap as well. So I'll show you that on the way out. But yeah, all right, we'll wait for the food and we'll get stuck into it. Let's try this coffee, see how it goes. This one's actually not too bad. Maybe it's the coffee mate, but the actual filtered coffee is pretty good here. Probably better than the previous review we did. It's not as bitter, so maybe it's a bit more fresh. And they've just brought this across, which is maple syrup to go with the pancakes. So yeah, service is looking pretty good. They're all pretty good, to be honest. A lot of these family-owned places, they look after you. And it is a Friday, so probably a bit more quiet this time of day. Maybe it kicks off a bit more in the evenings. Someone asked me the other day, so why are you looking at all these retro cafes? I think there's something to be said about these places that have got like a booth type environment and that retro feel. It's always that there's more attention to detail. They serve the comfort food, which is what a lot of people like, especially in America. They love that. And it sort of reminds me of years ago, we used to have a little cafe that had the booths and all that sort of stuff back in my hometown back in Australia when I was growing up. So I suppose it's got that familiarity to it. And a lot of the restaurants now, they're all franchises that have lost their charm, so to speak. Whereas these places, they're still unique. They've still got, people sort of sitting here with different things. They've got vegetables board up there with apple pie and all those cakes in the windows that you saw. They've got TV screens showing, one showing the football, one showing the basketball. Still like a place where you can come that's got character. Whereas if you go to these franchise places, they're a carbon copy of the same place each and every time. And these ones have always got something unique, something a little bit different. So yes, I'm aiming to sort of go around. I know that there's plenty in LA to explore, which is great to see that they're still operating. Try and cover as many as I can. So if you like them, make sure you click subscribe and give us a thumbs up as well. Really appreciate it. Some food inbound. You said, oh wow, this is a full setup. Thank you very much for that.
Yeah, okay.
It's great. Thank you. Cheers. One good thing about this place, which I'll tell you straight up, which is a pleasure to see, is that they've separated on two different plates, the savoury from the sweet. That's how life should be. I'll just swing around and we can have a look at what they've got for us. All right, our first dish, we've got the chicken, scrambled eggs. So this place is known for its fried chicken. So that's what I wanted to try to make sure that I got captured today. Let's move to the right. We've got some pancakes here. Fluffy pancakes. We've got that whipped butter. And again, in the background, you've got that maple syrup. Have a bit of a try of this food and see how it tastes. Try the eggs first. Let's give that a shot. I'm going to try without the salt additive. Yeah, they're good. They're very light and airy. They're not too salty, so they probably do need a bit of salt and pepper on them, to be honest. But yeah, they're quite good. And they're actually like a bit more of like a really thin sort of layered, sort of almost like they've been done in a wok style eggs. Yeah, but they're quite good. I'm going to load them up with a little bit of pepper and salt. Give them a bit more of a kick. Yeah, they're good. They're good, but they're just a touch, little touch dry. But the main reason we're here is for this chicken. And they do give you a choice. They say, do you want the white or the dark meat? And I said, look, I want the white. So I think here we've got sort of a breast and a wing over here. So let's try that with a bit of the egg. Yeah, that chicken's really good. It's a bit like KFC style chicken, but not as greasy. And the batter is way more delicate. It's not as not as crunchy, not as tart, and way less salt, which is nice. Because you don't want your food to just be overpowered by that salt and grease. So this one's pretty good. To be good comfort food if you've had a big night out. To be honest, even though it's fried, it's actually not that fatty. It's not greasy at all. It's that non-greasy, it almost feels healthy. Let's try some of the crunchy edge bit, see how that goes. The other piece they give me is a wing. It's got a bit of the sort of thicker flesh still attached. So I'll try that. I think this chicken, though, would go probably a little bit better with some potato chips. Or fries, as they call them in America. If you say potato chips, they think you mean potato chips in the bag.
Obviously, everything.
I think with the old wings, you've got to really get stuck in them and pick them up, don't you, and try them. There's no spice on them, so I can't do a spicy wings challenge. Mm. Yeah, definitely the wings are where it's at. A lot more tender and a bit more juicy. One thing they could do is give you a couple more napkins. If you're going to serve fried chicken, you want more than one napkin, I think. I'll get back to that chicken in a second. Let's try the pancakes. So these pancakes are looking fluffy. Just crank the music up. All right, we've got the whipped butter, just like we had before. Let's try that. We've got to lift up the underskirt and Give a couple of good dabs. All right, I'm going to move that pancake right back in the middle before we have a overspill. As we get this maple syrup, it smells nice and sweet. And when we just rain that down on, you've got to have a good coverage with the old maple syrup so the bottom layer, bottom pancake just soaks up what's left over. Keep cracking on. All right, let's try this one. Cuts pretty easy. All right, let's try it. These ones are actually quite good in the way that they're a little bit different with the previous ones. The previous reviews ones are those are a bit more moist inside, where they were. This one's a bit more granular inside, a bit sort of more of like an oatmeal sort of feel, which is good as well. And they're not too overdone. These ones actually feel like they're more, probably the batter is actually handmade, whereas the previous one, it felt maybe they were like a production type sort of batter that they've used. This one looks like it feels like it's a handmade batter. They're crunchy on the outside. They're cooked really well. So I'm definitely giving these pancakes a thumbs up, probably over the previous diner we went to, which was still good. Don't get me wrong, but these are actually better. These are more crisp. The batter and the syrup they give you is of a higher quality, you can tell. Okay, the camera didn't turn off, but that's probably a good thing because there was another point I wanted to raise why I like these retro cafes. It's because the music's always like the old school. Now we've got Brown Eyed Girl playing, which is an old song. So it's all just chill, non-offensive stuff, comfort food. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, please. Do a tick, all that good stuff, thumbs up. Whew, already starting to feel full. The middle pancake didn't have enough syrup. Let's go again. But these are really good. We've got to come down here for the pancakes. I think next time I'd probably just come down and get one of the pancake based dishes off the top left of the menu. Some ice cream, fresh whipped cream, strawberries maybe. All right. Interestingly, I just spoke to some of the staff here just to find out if the original owners and family were here, but they pointed me to this gentleman here who's actually the new owner.
Okay, so my name is Angel Rivas.
So he was a customer for 35 years and...
For 35 years, and I used to go there every day for 35 years. The place got relocated because of the fact they were going to do 400 apartments to relocate in Culver City. Place got shut down. So I talked to the staff that I know them for years. That what can I do for them, knowing them for over 30 years. I went and talked to the owner of the shopping center to give me a shot to save employees' jobs for working so many years. And the principle was for me that Dinahs had a history of over 60 years to save the community because they were very disappointed that it was shut down. So I came in with my wife and my other partner, Jamel Clark, to reopen a new ownership with Dinahs Comfort. So we just opened like a month ago. The community is very excited to reopen. The staff, 31 employees that save jobs. So we have our grand opening on May 15.
Okay, so we're not even at the grand opening yet. So I've got in early.
Right.
So yeah.
So we have May 15 where Culver City commissioners are involved. A couple channels, news is going to get involved to advertise that we reopen for Dinahs Comfort.
All right, perfect.
All right.
Well, it's been interesting, and I've already done my sort of quick review. I'll go outside and give it a score for a couple of things, but I definitely want to come back. I want to tell you that the pancakes were cooked to perfection, and
Right.
I've already discussed that. That's the way I like them. They're pretty crispy, and they're a bit more grainy than some of the other ones that it just feels like they were more of a processed batter than some of the other places I've been to. So these were really good. So
And I appreciate it.
and you've got all these beautiful cakes in the window as well. And I've scooted through there, and I've had a bit of a look at those. So I definitely will come back.
Great.
And so May the 15th is your grand opening?
Right, from 10 to 12.
10 to 12, May 15th. So if I get a chance, I might come by and say hello.
Great, I would appreciate it.
All right, that sounds
Thank
good.
you.
All right, talk to you soon.
Thank you.
So I'm thinking maybe I should give some scores for some of these places that I'm going to. The savoury side of things was really good. The chicken was good. The batter was quite mild and wasn't that greasy, so I would definitely say that was a win there. The eggs were a little bit dry, so that's, you know, you can subtract a little bit from that. The pancakes, however, were excellent. So I definitely recommend going to the pancake sort of side of things. I definitely would give it high sevens, probably an 8 out of 10. So yeah, let's just start doing some scores. So I reckon 8.0 for that one. But yeah, perfect. And make sure you subscribe, like. I'm going to just keep hammering you guys because there was a lot of views on some of these things, but no one's actually clicking the button. Please do it. I appreciate it. Bye.